friends. We have some important formulas related to steam nozzles. So today I am going to solve problems on steam nozzle using Mollier chart only. Because these things are very easy, please don't take lightly. You solve the problems using Mollier chart. It is very easy to solve. So to extract the values. So I hope you have noted down this one. Important formulas in this are P2 by P1 is equal to 2 by n plus 1 raised to n divided by n minus 1, that is critical pressure ratio. We have already derived this equation. So m is equal to m is equal to AV divided by x into Vg, and m is equal to AV divided by V superheated. If it is wet steam, you take x. If it is superheated steam, directly take the specific volume. A and V stands for area and velocity of the steam nozzle within the steam. And if you want to calculate the angle of that nozzle, you use this formula. Velocity formula we have derived already, 44.72 root delta H. And ninth formula is drop in enthalpy is equal to increase in the kinetic energy. Energy balance equation, we have done it in the derivation itself. There I have not taken V1 because V1 is very negligible, because it is subsonic velocity as compared to V2. So nozzle efficiency, actual enthalpy drop to the isentropic enthalpy drop. We will solve one problem using this Mollier chart. VTU question paper problem only I am going to solve. So please take down this problem, which is asked in June-July 2017. So June-July 2017 question paper, you just check and take down the problem of 9th B. So steam expands from 17 bar and 284 degree Celsius to 0.7 bar in convergent divergent nozzle. Assuming that the expansion is frictionless and steam discharge is 0.25 kg per second. Calculate the diameter of the nozzle at point where pressure is 9.5 bar and at exit using HS chart. Using HS chart means he has asked you to use only Mollier chart. So I can solve this problem using steam table also, but I will not solve because he has only in exam all the question paper he will ask using HS chart only. Now I will just write the given data. Given data, what he has given? It expands at 17 bar means pressure is P1 is equal to 17 bar and T1 is equal to 284 degree Celsius, and it expands to P2 means final expansion is 7.7 bar he has given. In CD nozzle, the expansion is frictionless. Steam discharge means M he has given 0.25 kg per second. So what he has asked, suppose this is a CD nozzle, just I will draw on rough diagram. Convergent divergent nozzle, right? So he has given at the entry pressure is 17 bar and at the exit pressure is 0.7 bar. What he has asked, calculate the diameter of the nozzle at the point where pressure is 9.5 bar. So you can see here pressure is just decreasing. Somewhere if I consider this pressure as 9.5 bar, he is asking you to find the diameter at this section. So this I will take it as D2. This I will take 1, 2 and 3 points. And third one, second one, what he has asked, diameter at the exit. Exit means this is the exit, he has asked D3. Right. So now to calculate all this, I need the values of from the Mollier chart. Just see how I will draw the Mollier chart. So you use your actual Mollier chart. I will just explain how to get this one. See in the chart, don't think there are so many things are clubbed. There are only 4 this one values in the Mollier chart. That is constant temperature, constant pressure, specific volume and dryness fraction. The thick line which I am drawing now, this is purely a saturation line. So from below this there will be x values, like this only, this fashion only they will be having x values, all the x values. And if I draw this one curved in this fashion, they will be having pressure values. In this fashion if I draw, that is temperature values. Dotted lines will show you specific volume lines, right? So this is H and this is S. Suppose first pressure, what is that? 17 bar. Somewhere here if I just draw this curve 17 bar, it will be going like this, 17 bar, somewhere 17 bar just I have drawn roughly, and temperature is 284, somewhere here 284. So this is 17 bar if I catch, and this is 284. So I will get first point here. Corresponding to that, there will be some one dotted line which will be going along the pressure line only, almost near to it, like this dotted line. So dotted line which is going near to this, you consider this as specific volume, and take this as value as 1. So this I will just see here, 1 point I have taken. Corresponding to this point, just draw the horizontal line. Whatever value you get here, this you consider as h1, and whatever the dotted line which is very near to this, you consider that as specific volume. Or if there is one more dotted line going here, take the relevant value in between this point. So your judgment should be very strong here. So at this point I will take P1 is equal to 17 bar. At this point H1 is, from the Mollier chart I have taken the values already, 3000 kilojoules per kg. Whether you are getting or not, you just check. And the specific volume superheated, since it is superheated, I will take SUP here, suffix 0.015 meter cube per kg. Similarly, second point what I have got, P2 bar, because I have to find this at P2 bar only, I will take P2 bar. Just it is isentropic process, I will drop one more 9.5 bar curve, I will draw 9.5 bar. So this one you just drop here, and this becomes 0.2. See friends, what I am doing here, 9.5 bar is again above the dryness fraction, so I don't need any x value here. So directly I will take H2 value, and dotted line which is going here, I will take this as V2 value. So here P2 is equal to 9.5 bar, and corresponding to these values are H2 is equal to 2860 kilojoules per kg, and V superheated at 2, it will be 0.22 meter cube per kg. Now only one point I am left with, that is exit velocity, exit pressure is 0.7. Just drop this again somewhere here. If I catch this as 0.7 bar pressure, just drop like this, you will get the values of, it will cut here, this is 3, and at this 3 you should take H3 value. One more curve like dryness fraction, it will be going like this, you take this as x3, and one more dotted line will be going on Vg3, right? So at this pressure P3, 0.7 bar should take values as H3 is equal to 2400 kilojoules per kg, Vg3 is 2.1 meter cube per kg, and x3 is equal to 0.885. So now I am ready with all the values, just remaining part is substitution. So finding the value itself is very important from the Mollier chart. In the VTA exam also you need to put this graph, and you need to show these all values like this. So from here on he will understand, from here he has taken the values like this. Now what he has asked, exit D2 to find, see just check, he has asked us to find out D2 and D3. But one more thing he has given in the given data. What is that? M value. So just see what is M formula. A2 V2 divided by V superheated at 2. This is condition at 2 because at 2 only I am going to find out. And M is equal to what? A3 V3 into X Vg3. Right. Now he has asked you to find out D. D is there in this area only because area is pi by 4 D square. Right. So now I have M value, I have V superheated value. I need to find out V2. In this also I have M value, X3 value and Vg3 value. And I need to find out V3. If I substitute V3 in these two, remaining unknown is A3 and remaining unknown here is A2. From that you know that A2 is equal to pi by 4 D2 square and A3 is equal to pi by 4 D3 square. So find out D3 from this and D2. First I will find out V2. So V2 is equal to, we know the formula, 44.72 root of H1 minus H2. So from this you find out the velocity. Already H1 and H2 values are known to you. So 529 meter per second. Second V3 44.72. This also is coming from point 1 only. So I will take H1 minus H3. Enthalpy drop is from 1 to 3, not 2 to 3 you should take. So here only you take care. So this, if you substitute H1 and H3 value, you will get 1095 meter per second. Right. So this is how you should calculate X3, V2 and V3. Now substitute the values. So M, you know that M is equal to 0.25. E2 into V2 is 529 and VG2 is VS2 is V superheated 2 is 0.22. From this you will get the answer as A2 is equal to 7.087 into 10 raised to 6 meter square. From this you will get D2 is equal to 0.0115 meter. And similarly second one also 0.25 is equal to A3 into 1095 divided by X is 0.885 into 2.1. From this you will get A3 is equal to 4.24 into 10 raised to minus 4 meter square. From this you can get D3 is equal to 0.0216 meter. Whether it is increasing or not, D2 to D3, right, because it is divergent nozzle at the end. From this you will get, if you solve this much, you are going to get some 10 marks. So I don't think any difficulty in this problem, because only values we need to extract from the Mollier chart and substitute in the formulas. So solve this problem once again, you revise it. I will go for second video where without values I am going to calculate, and you need to find the solution and send me back. Thank you.